distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome and thank you for your presence in this warm, friendly atmosphere tonight. Like the beauty of the morning sunrise in the Jacobits and the romance of the evening sunset in Maubara, there is picture of the beauty, friendliness and warmth of Timor-Leste. By giving thanks to the Almighty God, Telkomsel Timor-Leste journey in serving Timor-Leste until now. Our memory returns to the several years ago in 2013, when at the time, the inspiring and charismatic figure who currently serves as Prime Minister Timor-Leste, His Excellency Khairallah Serana Gusmao, have a strategic long vision, provide support and blessing for the opening of investment telecommunication liberalization sector in Timor-Leste, so that we are given the opportunity to Telkomsel be present to serve the community, customers, and become a strategic partner for the government to help support the country development to accelerate digital economic growth through provision of telecommunication infrastructure, broadband, and also digital services. O respeto husu itahotu basalima baitania sua excellencia Khairallah Serana Gusmao. For 11 years, Telkomsel journey to serving the nations, we are committed to always providing innovation for the country through developing community capabilities, supporting education, sports, art, and culture for the young generation of Timor-Leste. Currently, more than 95% of our employees and expertise come from Timores. 75% at the managerial level are also Timores. And of that number, 50% are women leaders. We also give equal opportunity for the disability with special recruitment to our employee. In technology digital era from global insight and lesson learned, we see evidence that the countries have invested in digital infrastructure, have reaped benefits in GDP growth, job creation, and increased global competitiveness. The success stories are not just confined to developed nations. Emerging economies have also seen transformative change by embracing digital telecommunications. We hope that TAIS 2023, Telkomsel Annual International Summit with the theme Digitization the Nation to Accelerate Digital Economic Growth, will become an inspiring discussion forum in responding to every opportunity and challenge that exists. As a forum for expressing various ideas and joint creation in a spirit of collaboration to encourage economic digitalization and provide innovation to develop the country of Timor-Leste, especially in the information technology, telecommunication, and digitalization infrastructure sector to support development country. Cause the sun rises from the east, so from Timor-Leste, we will be the country of a center point for digital growth capabilities in the world. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to the insightful discussion and innovative ideas that will emerging in TAIS 2023. Thank you very much. Obrigado, Barak.
My name is Mayfree Shari, and I'll be the host for this event. I'm going to invite 3 amazing speakers. And first one, please give big round of applause for Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, His Excellency Khairallah Serana Gusmao. Please have a seat. Or you want to invite another speaker? The next one. The next one is
Panji Wasmana. Di mana dia? National Technology Officer Microsoft Indonesia.
Have a seat. And this one, the last one. Would you like to invite him as well?
Yes, of course.
Your best friend?
Mr. Budiman, oh no,
Budi Satria.
Budi only. Budi Satria
Dharma.
Dharma Purba,
CEO of
CEO
Telling.
Telling.
First of all, we have to thank you for your program, Sua Excellencia, that you did back then on 2013. As we saw the picture earlier, that one of your program plays fundamental role to allow investment on digitalization in Timor-Leste. Can we have another big round of applause because of that? The question would be, how the state see the role of private sector if you're talking about supporting several government program, especially in the field of technology, to support the growth of digital economy in Timor-Leste. How do you see that? The role of private sector. You have the microphone here. It's on.
I see that it is vital, very, very crucial in the grade of development of our country. We are a young country, but in the last few years, the technology is improving everywhere, and we cannot be left behind. And yesterday, the digitalization of market facilitates so much. People going there, and our central bank is in front of this initiative with other banks, institutions in Timor-Leste, just to create, just to disseminate not only the information, but to make sure that people are going to also participate in this. And you said in your speech about digitalization literacy. Yesterday we talked about financial literacy. I have to say we are improving, slowly but improving. And because we will establish in these 5 years the decentralization of the government for local governments, we need very, very much all your efforts just to make sure that the links between the central government and the local governments will be very efficient and, of course, as the main point, to assure the transparency of the Act.
Talking about that, what kind of collaboration that is needed between the private sector and also the government when we focus on that?
And there, we define the cooperation in terms, like I said before, you need to do this, but you need infrastructure. You need to do this, but you need some rules. We will participate in this. This is the kind of participation. We don't go into the business, but we provide all the conditions that are necessary to improve your capability to get in touch with all the people around them.
Okay. And it is all urgently needed. Okay, thank you so much, Sua Excellencia. Please give another big round of applause for the one and only Sua Excellencia Senor Kairala Sadana Gusmao. Can I move on to the next speaker?
Yes, please.
Sure. There will be Pak Panji Wasmana, National Technology Officer of Microsoft Indonesia. Pak Panji, we all know that Microsoft is a world-leading company when we're talking about technology providers. Then, how digitalization functions, especially in relation to the Microsoft itself?
Okay. Thank you so much again, His Excellency, Prime Ministers, and distinguished participants. I think I just want to amplify again what Pak Sana mentioned before, that it's very clear in terms of the digitalization. Microsoft sees there's a consistent approach across the industries. And we see there's a 4 pillar part for that. And you already mentioned that, so allow me to amplify that message. First one is about how we create intimacy with the citizen, right? So we're using the technologies, we're using all the connectivities as a platform to establish on how we connect with the citizen, how we can understand what they need and provide the services through the technologies. That's the first pillar. And the second pillar is about empower your governments, meaning that you already mentioned before that how Timor-Leste government can leverage the technology to get better insight in terms of the data about your development process, about your services to the citizen, and you manage that through the data and then use this to make better decisions. And the third one is about how you optimize government operations, meaning that through the technology, connectivity, the automation, even the newer ones about the artificial intelligence, you can try to improve and rapidly develop a solution, approach to provide better solution again for the citizen. Again, the centricity in here is always about the citizen as our customers, right? That's all the things relate to the connectivities, relate to the technology itself, people and the processes. And what we hear more about the market, when they said about the transformation, we see that there's a lot of innovation comes up to the picture. People say that building the mobile application, building a lot of application, create the IoT sensor and a lot of things. That's all the technologies comes up to the picture. And Microsoft sees that along the time, the most important part through all the technologies is all about the data part.
Okay.
If the Timor-Leste government or all this private sector in the government here and also in the Timor-Leste can collaborate, sharing the data, and then make sure that all the decisions made based on the data, it will provide best of the best solution to the citizen. And then after the data already collected, something that need to be changed again back to the person. We need to build what we call a data culture. Having the data is one thing, but the next challenge is how we as a user, as a decision maker, use the data as a part of the decision making process and as to become a culture.
Okay.
And the last but not least also about the connected. All the data, all the services can be accessed by the citizen through the application if the connectivity is available to them. Right? And then to do that, we also learn both of the government, private sector in industries, the key success factor is always about being partnership. Right? Means that the government, the private sector, even the technology provider like us is always open and create the partnership with the government and also with the industries. That's the part of the key success criteria.
Pak Panji, you also have something to show in here, right?
Yeah,
as a
definitely.
Slides. Maybe we can have it on the big screen behind us. And talking about the partnership that you just mentioned, we all also know that Microsoft is also in partnership with the Telkom itself, Telkom Group.
Correct.
You please elaborate
Definitely,
to us about that.
Sure. So from the Microsoft standpoint, currently we are the number one in the world. We have around 183 billion US dollar revenue this year in 2023. So we are defeating Apple and also other competitors right now. But again, it's something that we learn from the ecosystem. We are not fight alone. Means that we are working in the community models. And we see that partnering with the right ecosystem, with the right partner is the key for us to winning the market. And Telkom, as a pipe company for the Telin and also for the Telkomsel, is the right partner for us to work in Indonesia. And we would like to extend this partnership by building the several key activities across different pillars, talking about the industry, in the education, manufacturing, and a lot of things there. We are partnering, combining the connectivity services from Telkom, and then on top of it, we provide the services like Microsoft Office product. I believe you know about that, Pak. You use that one, Windows, right? That's also the application. Yeah, that's all the one of the some of modern products. We combine and provide the solution back to the industries and the citizens. That's the things that we would like to establish. And specifically, can you continue to the last slide? We want to
the next one.
The last one, please. Yeah, next. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Turn progress to do.
Okay. So we see that the same consistent partnership, we can do the same thing with the Telkomsel here, with Timor Leste. We can combine the Microsoft Cloud technologies, including AI, infrastructure cloud, data and AI, modern work, business application, running on top of the connectivity that provided by Telkomsel and the managed service that they have by Telkomsel to provide a consistent approach for the digitalization in Timor Leste. That's our spirit when we do the collaboration with Telkom to some extent with Telkomsel.
Talking about the partnership that you just mentioned, we all know that there must be some of the challenges that we're facing in doing that. What kind of challenges that you're facing and we're facing now, and what kind of solution that can be offered?
Yeah, I think being consistent regarding the challenge in the market is about always saying that laying down the infrastructure, that the basic needs need to become first, right? Once it's already covered all the areas, the next thing is for the 80-20 is about building the platform. And then this is where we come from, right? We are providing all the cloud technologies, including the RAINPA, and then also the data and AI. And then on top of it, we invite all the innovators, which will come from the community in the Timor Leste to develop the application. And that's become kind of the mutual partnership happen, right? The challenge is now how we provide the right talent for doing that, because the technology is there. Now the challenge is something that maybe can answer by Pak Budi at in this next session. It's about how the Telkomsel can contribute more to empower peoples and also the talent in Timor Leste, so they become ready for cloud technologies and doing the innovation on top of this platform. Yeah.
So providing the right talent to do it right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Pak Panji, for your answer. And moving on to our next speaker, who is Pak Budi Satria, who is also known as Pak Busat. Okay, it's okay, Pak. Pak Busat, first thing first, the thing that is catching our attention earlier is when you mentioned the keys.
Don't say Pak Budi.
How do I say that?
Budi man.
Pak Budi, okay, Budi man. That's why you also call him Budi man earlier.
Budi man.
Budi man. So, or maybe Pak Busat. Yeah, okay. Pak Busat. One thing that catch our attention earlier during your keynote speech, you mentioned the three key roles, the three important keys in order to build talent itself is, or the digitalization is connectivity, right? And also collaboration and also people. Just like what Pak Panji mentioned earlier, providing the right talent to do it right.
Yes.
Do you want to elaborate more on that, Pak?
Yeah.
Why is it very important, the three important roles? Keys.
Yeah. I think the basic element of the digitalization, we are talking about all the application, services and everything. Today, everything running on the internet, right? We really rely on maybe almost 100% of our daily life depend on the internet.
True.
Right? Then, how we can support or to provide this, a robust and high-speed internet connectivity, because this is the only way that we can provide all this kind of service.
True.
if the internet connectivity is quite slow, even the, we want to do the transaction for the banking and other things, it's quite slow, people waiting, so it will not work, right? So the essential is how to provide the high-speed internet connectivity to enable all the service running on top of that, digital services. Even when Pak Panji talking about the cloud services, it require more high-speed connectivity, right? So that's for the basic infrastructure, the basic element for the success of digitalization is the readiness of the digital infrastructure. Yeah. So it involves the whole element, starting from the access. We are talking about either for the personal users using the mobile radio access, or the enterprise that using high broadband internet access to the office or to the home, but also on the backbone, because again, as His Excellency said, that we want to eliminate all the digital divide, all the region. It means that the backbone between one city or another state, we need to provide in robust and with high diversity and high speed, right? And then the other things is, whether we like it or not, most of the content that now accessing by all our users is basically the US content or China content, like maybe Meta, Facebook, and then Google, and then TikTok, right? It is, most of this content are sitting, outside of the country. In any country, I think that's kind of the profile that we have. So it means that even we have the very strong access and backbone network, we still need to be connected to the whole world in order to provide the lowest latency or high-speed internet access to all the customers here. So I think, as Excellency already mentioned about the planning on the subsea cable, it's quite relevant. And we really need it, and we need multiple roads to provide the diversity, because we cannot rely on one, but we need to multiple roads to make sure if there is anything happen, the other service still running, right? So I think this is that we need to build as integrated, infrastructure to support on this digitalization. I just want to share that I shared earlier, as of for Thailand, we already have developed more than 250,000 kilometer subsea cable covering around the world, multiple cable system connect all the country. So this is also the intention from us, that today we start with the modernization of our mobile network by investing another $10 million for the modernization of this infrastructure. We are expecting that the mobile access will be faster here. We are expecting to be completed by end of this year. So hopefully we'll enjoy better services from Telkomsel later on. And then we will improve our backbone network as well. And we are expecting also, we can leverage from what Thailand have as a group to make sure that we have a very good connectivity from Timor-Leste to the world. So can access better content such as Facebook, Meta, and other banking services.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Pa.
Can I interrupt you?
Sure.
Yes, you are talking about the link between Timor-Leste and the world, but because of Telkomsel being here, I just want to inform all the people here about a very practical result of this kind of, we say, digitalization of life. Amen? You were a girl, asked a girl, and of course both families said, yes, you can marry. And they went to a very distant place for the party.
For the wedding party.
The wedding party. But suddenly the light was off because no pulsa,
Yeah.
The credit.
no credit. And all the family, oh my goodness, no, everybody crying because it was dark. And the gentleman said, no problem, no problem, I will solve this. And he took his mobile, called the EDTL, oh please, send to this place, paying by.
The wife.
Suddenly, everyone said, yes! This is a practical, very practical. It means that before we think about linking Timor-Leste to the world, if we don't leave or anybody behind in Timor-Leste, will be a success.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Your Excellency. And I believe that is also the commitment that
Yes.
has been provided by Thailand, right?
Yes, so I think this is the reason why we keep investing to enable, because again, the transaction locally also more important than connecting to the world. So that's why our first priority is to improve on the access and also the backbone. That's the first priority that we are doing. If we completed all these things, then we can move to the next stage. Because as I shared earlier, this year we invested again another 10 million US dollars to improve all these things, modernization. We are expecting by end of this year this is going to be completed. Hopefully people here will enjoy better service. This is our commitment, and we are expecting improvement again for the next year. And I think the other things is what I want to share, is continue from Pak Panji is, I think because His Excellency talking about the price and everything. So I think through the collaboration with the players like Microsoft and others, we can localize the content that today being accessed by the people here globally. So through some of the platform that we collaborate, we can bring in the platform here, so the cost more affordable for the people to access all this content. I think this is also important, equally important, to make that digital service is more affordable to all the people here in Timor-Leste.
In Timor-Leste, so it's accessible for everyone.
Yes.
Right, for everyone, for everybody around here in Timor-Leste and also globally.
Yes.
As you already mentioned earlier, that you kind of have like sea cable optic, but and then the coverage is like 6 times of the world. Is that correct?
Yeah. But again, it is just the infrastructure, the physical infrastructure. But there are some ways also for us to connect more efficiently. But again, His Excellency is quite right. The fundamental is here, the connectivity. We need to make it stronger first here before we connect to the whole world. And the other benefit also that I think today everyone aware with the internet things today, it increases the risk also on the security and other things, right? We understand about the malware, right? The data theft, and then sometimes also like we heard about the ransomware and other things happen, all these things. That's why the second element, and having the partnership with the technology partner like Microsoft and others will give benefit, because internet security, cyber security is something that we need to take care during the digitalization, and bringing the platform to protect the government, to protect the enterprise, to protect on the user including on the data protection and other things is equally important as well. But again, how to reach this is we need to do it step by step. Which one is our priority? Again, the domestic infrastructure is the most priority for us to develop because that's the access to all the people.
Yeah.
And then later on is how we can lifting out all the services into the next level, like connecting to the world and other services, like more advanced services for the enterprise, like what Microsoft shared earlier. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Please give another big round of applause for Pak Budi. He just mentioned all of like talent's role in supporting digitalization, especially in Timor-Leste. But another thing that we have to highlight, Pak, as one of the important key that you mentioned earlier is the people.
Yes.
And I heard during your speech as well that in here, Telkomsel, Thailand is also having like a special member. Do you want to elaborate more about that, Pak?
Yes, again, there are a couple of things if you want to disseminate all these digital services in this country. First is, of course, we need the technological expertise on this. And we have a very strong commitment. We invest in people here, as we shared earlier by CEO of Telkomsel. 95% of our employees here are Timorese, and we upgrading them to get the digital technology capabilities. We invest a lot in these people. And then after that, what we are expecting is not only because we can deliver the digital service, it will accelerate on the digitalization. We need the society also understand and aware with this on the digital. Even maybe let's say our parents in the rural area also can use the digital technology. So then we have the social program that we encourage our team, our employee here to share their knowledge, creating a center of sharing knowledge on the digital space for the society. This is what we encourage through the digital learning, the digital literacy to all the society. This is that we encourage part of the social responsibility that we have. And then we are expecting maybe from that center of the sharing knowledge, there will be some new idea on the innovation. That original innovation from Timor-Leste that we are expecting from our young people here. Then we are planning to facilitate with the incubation center for this innovation that arise from all the young generation here in Timor-Leste. And we facilitate with the technology, with the capability later on, that maybe someday it could be a good business, even though it's not as big as like Google, Facebook and other thing, but this is something that originally coming from Timor-Leste and become the proud of the nation. I think this is what the plan that we have moving forward to accelerate on the digitalization in Timor-Leste.
And recently you also have, okay, let's give another big round of applause. And recently, Sua Excellencia, Telkomsel also has like 2 new members who is like special with disabilities, right, Pak?
Yes.
And later on, you will also meet them personally. But before that, Pak Budi, do you want to add more on that?
Yes. Again, this Excellency already mentioned about diversity, inclusiveness, and other things. As part of a global company, we also encourage and pursuing on this direction as well. So, as I shared earlier, in terms of the diversity, inclusiveness, our manager level, 55% of our manager level in Telkomsel are women. And then we see also that, you know, as part of our responsibility, we know that on the digital era, people can work through the laptop, not necessarily having the physical work. So that's why we are supporting the people with having disability also to have a chance to work and showing their capability and contribute to the company as well. So this is the program that we encourage as well. So to help all the people, not only that the normal people, but also people having all these disabilities, should also have a chance to contribute to the company, also to the country. Yeah.
So the inclusivity.
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 Yes.
Amazing. And as you mentioned earlier that all the obstacles are there, we cannot avoid that, and the only thing that we can do is to find a way how to solve that. Right?
Yes.
Okay, please give another big round of applause for our speakers today. So, Pak Budi, to accelerate digital economy and digitalization in Timor-Leste, how to do it, how to achieve that, how to accelerate that in 3 words, only 3 words.
Collaboration, all stakeholders.
Collaboration, all stakeholders. Please give another big round of applause for Pak Budi.
Cooperation.
Collaboration,
All
all stakeholders. So it's 3 words. Papa Insi, your
I
turn.
will let His Excellency first.
Okay, maybe you can,
You want to go first, His Excellency? No, okay.
he's still finding the word.
Actually, I need to think also about that one. I only can find 4 actually, but
Sure.
I would like to bring this forward, actually come from His Excellency. No one left behind. Actually, that's a part of it. But this word,
4.
yeah, I said that I can
only
get 4.
3.
Only 3. So you have to eliminate one of them.
So I think I couldn't find 4, but I would like to say that being innovate and also being secure and sustain. Those 3 is something need to be embedded in every innovation, right? It means that you need to be innovate in terms of the being inclusive in terms of the innovation, and also at the same time you need to be secure and ensure that you are being sustained in terms of the implementation of technology itself, sustained in terms of the operation, and also about talking about more into the sustainability in green energy and a lot of things there. But we believe that on these 3 pillars, you can do the innovation and being consistent implement the technology in Timor-Leste.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much, Pak Panji. So innovation, secure, and also
Sustain.
sustainability. So it has to be sustainable so that our next generation can also use the importance of
Correct.
that, right?
The technologies.
The
Because
technology.
we have limited resources, right? We need to
Yeah.
think strategically when we invest into the technology. That need to be come up as a part of the structured approach in the implementation.
So we'll be leaving a good legacy
Correct.
for our next generation.
Correct.
Okay, thank you so much, Pak Panji. And now it's your turn. So Excellency, you cannot go anywhere. You have to answer this. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. What would it be?
If we succeed in the collaboration between the stakeholders, we will get
Innovation,
innovation,
security,
security,
sustainability,
and
sustainability.
sustainability. After this result, this success, we will say nobody left behind.
Nobody left behind. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Thank you so much, So Excellency, His Excellency, Prime Minister.
I was trying to get some words, but because he said,
I think he also
Okay,
took
don't let
a job from me to conclude all the talk show or discussion today by saying the conclusion. Do you want to add more about that?
no,
You want to say something in this forum
no.
to end this discussion?
I congratulate and thank
Talk himself.
TAIS for this not only wonderful but very useful opportunity to talk about digitalization, about everything that it can bring to us personally, in societies, as a nation, and between nations, and linking with the entire world. Thank you very, very much.
Okay, thank you so much, So Excellency, for the closing statement during this talk show. And we all can agree that collaboration is needed to make sure no one left behind, and we have to make it sustain, right?
Yes.
To be part of our legacy
Yes.
for today's generation and also the next generation. So ladies and gentlemen, please give another big round of applause for Prime Minister of Timor-Leste, His Excellency Khaira Lasanana Gusmao.
Yes.
Please. And also Bapak Anji Wasmana, National Technology
Thank you
Officer,
so much.
Microsoft Indonesia. And of course,
Thank you.
Mr. Budi Satria Dharma Purba, CEO, Talent. And now is the end of the discussion. It's time for me, Mayfri Syari. Again, it's such an honor for me to be the host for today's discussion. And to end this discussion, I'd say thank you in many words.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
In many languages
Thank you
that
so
just
much.
mentioned by
Learn a
Pasanana.
lot from you today. Thank you.
Cheche, arigato, merci beaucoup, grazie mille. Thank you so much, obrigada wain, and terima kasih. Thank you so much.
Kaget ya tadi.
Dan ganti skenario.